Welcome to the Free Game Don D podcast. Life, family, and business. Listen, today's topic is application denied. And really, where, where that originates from is some of our discussion with some friends that we have and just people that we know that have asked us about our relationship. And they may have said something like, well, how do I find a better man or woman to date? Or they may make a statement, I want a woman like Michael, or, you know, and I guess in Michael's case, they may say, I want a man like Donald.
Hmm.
And how do I get that?
I mean, quite honestly, your application would be denied, right? It's like going in for a job, right? And it could be your dream job. But if you are not at the level that you need to be to meet the requirements of even getting that job, then your application is denied.
Hold up. You said meet the requirements.
Meet the requirements.
Okay.
Yes. Because, I mean, you may want a type of woman, right? You may see a type of woman and you're like, or even a man, and you're like, that's what I want. Like, I want him. But you have no idea, let's say if they are with someone already, you have no idea what it's going to take to even, number one, attract somebody like that. Because, yeah, they may see you, but they don't see you. You're just in the vicinity, right?
Yeah.
So you've got to be at a certain level within yourself and your development in order to even attract someone like that. What's the name? Kevin Samuels. Like, Kevin Samuels was always talking about the high quality man, the high quality man. And he was schooling a lot of
He
people.
really was, man. People hated Kevin Samuels.
He
I love
hurt
him.
some feelings. But here's the thing, and y'all might beat me up, ladies. He was keeping it real. Like, as much as I hated how, it was put out there to
Delivered.
some women, the delivery, I totally understood what he meant, because if you flip it and it's a man like these
Come on
women
now.
coming after, maybe, and you're a high quality woman, you understand, you're like, yeah, no, he right. Why would you think okay, women, why would a man, let's say 3 kids, 3 different baby mamas, you have no children, career oriented, maybe have your own business or helping someone within their business. He's got a job. I won't say a career, but let's say he has a job and he's happy with just being there. There's really no desire to grow. Why would he be attractive to you? Y'all are on 2 different levels and 2 different wavelengths. So yeah, you may see him if y'all cross paths, but you're not looking at him as a candidate. He might be looking at you. And if you do see him, you probably like, let me go this way. Because he might be looking for a meal ticket. Because I know I'm doing well. And he's over here with his situation. So you can't get mad at people for wanting. You can't get mad at people for wanting more or desiring something with somebody, but they can't get mad when their application is denied because they don't even qualify.
Yeah, when people say that, in my mind, of course I will say it to them at that moment.
Yeah.
But I just believe that, you're getting what you qualify for, right? If you go to the car lot and you're looking at cars and they take you back there and run your credit, they're going to take you to the lot that you qualified to buy cars on.
Exactly. They're not going to take you to the new car lot, okay? If they run their credit and they take you to the back. Okay. They take you to the used car section.
And listen, I've been to the back. so listen, man, we keeping this 100, man. Like I've been to the back, right? And you have to do the work, man. I know Jermaine always say you got to do the work. I don't know why you patting on me.
I'm just patting on you because you've been to the back.
You've been to the back. Yes, you've been to the back.
I haven't been to the back of the car lot.
I've been to
the back of the men's section.
You've been to the back. Just saying, man. I just think people have a hard time accepting the fact that they're getting what they qualify for.
Yeah.
So they're like, man, I can't find a good man or whatever. I'm gonna speak for women anyway. I can't find a good man. You ain't a good woman. You don't qualify for the type of man that you think you qualify for, right? You just don't, man. So application is denied. I mean, that type of man that you think that you qualify for isn't even attracted to you. He's not. You don't even register on his radar,
Radar. Mm,
right? You
mm-mm.
don't even register on his radar, ladies. And so I'm just, trying to help you guys out as best I can. You be better. When see people want better without being better, and I think that's the thing that annoys me sometimes, right? You want better, but you don't want to be better. You want to shortcut your way to, to the kind of man that you want. And high quality men are looking at a lot more than just your looks
Yes.
and all of that. You're gonna have to have a whole lot more. Like this is a lot has changed. You gotta have your stuff together. I'm just saying. The first thing I did with you, I was checking credit, looking at your income.
We talk about checking the
I'm
credit
just saying, man.
because I checked yours
Yeah,
too,
I mean,
and that was the back of the car.
but listen, I had went through a divorce and all this
Yeah.
kind of stuff, man. So yeah, definitely. The credit was definitely at the back of the car lot, when you first met me,
Mhm.
but income, credit, how you carry yourself, all this stuff really, really matters to high quality men. They're looking at everything, man.
Yes.
They're looking at it all.
And the other thing about even being high quality man, high quality woman, they're also forward thinking, right? And so this is and this is something that I've learned because I'm not trying to sit up here and act like I was a high quality woman all my life. No, I wasn't, but I definitely am now. But we're forward thinking, right? So it's not just, oh, you look good, oh, you've got a nice body, oh, you've got a nice car,
Yeah.
oh, you've got a place, your own place to stay or whatever. It's not just that. There's more to it. Can we build together?
Mm,
Can we make something together? If this is what I'm doing and I'm excelling in this industry, what are you doing?
mm.
Are you excelling in the industry too? Are you getting highlighted within your career field? Are you pushing and wanting more and not settling for just what's being given to you?
Mm,
Do you have a growth mindset and not a fixed mindset?
mm.
When you come up against any type of opposition or obstacles, do you just stop and cross your arms and pout about it and go the other direction? Or do you face it head on, eye to eye, and figure out a way around it, over it? And that's important. That's important because then when you get together, your obstacles are each other's obstacles.
Mm.
And sometimes you may need that other person to help you stay grounded, to help you stay on that path and not be deterred. So you need a strong person that's just as strong as you or willing to be what you need them to be when they are feeling weak.
Yeah, no, shout out to you, man. You're 100% right, man. So I think that, I'm going to speak to men. We definitely have to do a better job of being forward thinking. Shout out to women are generally more forward thinking than men.
We are.
But we'll meet a woman and we're thinking about all the wrong things sometimes. And to me, I'm not sure those are high quality men. I think the high quality men are looking at everything. Can she be a partner to you? Can you build with this woman? Is this someone that you see yourself, 5, 10, 20 years down the road, you guys have built a beautiful family together, maybe business, whatever you guys aspire to do. But like, is this somebody that you can build with? Someone that you can create a strong foundation with?
Mhm.
I always tell people, and we just left a couples retreat, and I was saying that because sometimes people look at us as a power couple. I don't. We don't really. Uh, what's the word I'm looking for? We don't necessarily like label. We don't label ourselves
Yeah,
as
no,
that.
we don't.
Other people will say that,
Yeah.
and so we receive that, and
But
graciously, of course.
we're just Donald and Michael.
Yeah, we're just Donald and Michael.
Like,
you
thank you
know.
for the title, but we're
But-
just Donald and Michael. That's it.
But I was telling somebody at a couples retreat, I said, a lot of our success as a couple, as it pertains to our relationship, was because of the foundation that we laid out in the beginning, there was a lot of transparency about where
Yes.
we were, what we had going on,
Hmm.
just everything, what we wanted. I mean, we both knew what each other wanted out of life. We knew what each other had going on, and so when you have that level of transparency in the beginning, you know, you tend to be able to build something strong because the foundation is strong. So I've always kind of, when I hear the power couple stuff, I'm just trying to be Donald and Michael. I'm just trying to wake up every day and be the best, the husband that I can be, and my wife likewise.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes when people ask us about relationships, I'm always kind of taken aback when some people think that they don't have to be better
Hmm.
to attract better. I mean, not even just necessarily to get better, because you may get someone better, but you may not be able to sustain that because you're not better, right? So you truly have to be better to not just get better, but to sustain a healthy relationship with that person. Because sometimes when you go into a relationship and there's no transparency in the beginning or with the foundation, you end up being at odds with this person at some point.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's when the problems start. That's when the problems start. But, and like what Donna was talking about the power couple title, we're kind of funny about
Yeah.
that.
It's
But
kind of cringy. It makes
yeah,
us
it's a
kind of
little
cringe a little
cringy,
bit.
like, okay, now we got to fit into this label, a box of what a power couple is. And it's interesting because a couple of days ago we decided, hey, let's look it up. We keep on hearing we're a power couple. Let's see what the definition of a power couple is, right? And basically it's two people who are successful in their own right? They're very influential together or singularly, right? And they're very successful in what they're doing, whether it's a business together or whether they've got two things going on apart. And once we kind of saw that definition, I was like, well, you know what? Dang. Okay. I think people are saying we're a power couple because of our influence and what we've built together because it is successful. But you know something? We were successful and a power couple before we even did something together. I was excelling in my career as an IT professional and got several accolades.
Mm,
Donald was excelling
facts.
when he was an owner operator, and he got several accolades. And then it's interesting how once we decided, well, hey, let's do something together. Why would it not be successful? Because we were successful in our own two rights separately. So of course, when you bring it together, that's like times two. We 10x'd it,
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
So I accept the title of the power couple. I still just want to be Donald and
Right.
Michael, but I can respect it a little bit better now, knowing the context
Yeah. So
or
listen, I'm gonna read
definition
this
of it.
definition, man, because I thought it was kind of cool. A power couple refers to a pair of people who are both highly successful in their own right, often in their careers or public image, making them a prominent and influential duo when considered together. Essentially, a couple where both partners hold significant powers or influence within their respective fields. And I'm like, well,
That's us.
it is what it is.
See picture below, Donald and Michael.
Yeah, for sure. So, I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess that's what it is. And then,
Yeah.
and I like some of the key points too. Like it talked about how basically they build up and support each other. Like we're very supportive of each other,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So I
Very
think
much
that
so.
like if you're someone looking for a partner like that, are you that kind of individual? First of all,
Exactly. Exactly.
you're looking for someone to build you up, but are you a builder? Are
Exactly.
you someone
You've got to give to get.
it's got to give to
Okay.
get, right? I mean, I remember early on in our relationship, we would always have these things where like we would have these indecisions about what we were going to do, and you'd be like, whatever you want to do, babe, and I'd be, nah, whatever you want to do, and we still are like that. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? We both want to please each other. So I think that when you have two unselfish people that come together, oh my God, I mean, you can build something great, guys. But I just think that when people say, well, I want a woman like yours, application denied.
Yeah.
Listen, if I would have met you um, prior to me becoming better, application would have been denied, right? I
My
mean,
application would have been denied too,
oh, for sure.
several
Yeah.
times. Because, see, I would have kept on putting applications in. And you would have had to call me and just be like, girl,
Stop putting in applications.
can you please stop putting in applications because you're killing the trees. Hey, I'm persistent. Isn't that a great quality?
It actually is. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons. Well, yeah, that's why we're together. You're very persistent.
Yeah, I saw you
Yeah,
and I said he's gonna be
that's
mine.
what you
And
said,
now look,
and I'm here,
like
and
almost 18 years
and
later.
they call us a power couple. So
Yes.
shout out to you, man. You knew what you wanted, and I fell for your spell,
Yeah, I bopped you on the head.
pretty much,
Dragged you back
to some degree.
some degree, little, just a little bit. It's just a little tap.
But no, man, I just think when people, when they see certain things, they're like, man, that's what I want. But like, but the journey of even being a power couple, you have to be resilient.
Yes.
You don't just become a power couple because you just get with somebody and y'all look good.
Mm-hmm.
Like you literally go through stuff together that makes you a power couple.
Yes.
Power embodies the strength. Like that means you've gotten strong.
Mm-hmm.
And then couple meaning you're together. Like I'm with this person, so we're strong together. But we've gone through things, right? I mean, we've experienced some things. And yeah, I mean, so I guess by definition, I guess we are a power couple. But like if you want to be a power couple with someone,
Mm-hmm.
you have to be someone that is, powerful yourself, right? In every right, not just financially, but just the way you carry yourself, your
Mhm.
integrity, just every facet of life, your mentality, your mindset. We talk a lot about mindset because mindset is really the beginning of your evolution as a man or a woman.
Mhm.
Mindset, the way you're moving, the way you're carrying yourself, the way you think. You're looking for a high quality man. If it's, I just think about it, like if something was to happen to you, God forbid, of course, and I was single, like, man, listen, the bar is high around here, man. Like, I'm not, ma'am, you're not qualified to talk to me. Okay, like, stop. You can't even put in applications, right? Much less it being denied. Matter of fact, we're not even accepting applications probably. But
Yeah.
if some happen to get through, man, I mean, you have to have it together, right? And I think that high quality women should be the same way.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, that saying, you know, huge shoes to fill, right? That's a big deal because, like, Donald sit here and he says that, if something were to happen to Michael, this and that. I firmly believe him because I know I
Yeah.
have big
And
shoes
you the
to
bomb.
fill. Anybody that wants to step into this spot,
Yeah, come on.
baby, you better come ready with everything that you got and then some. Bring your mama,
Yeah.
your sister, your auntie. You're going to need all the help to figure out what I've been able to figure out all this time on what makes this man tick and how to keep him happy and
Yeah,
vice versa.
for sure.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I'm a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing that I think people need to look at too. You may see someone that is very attractive to you, and it's like, oh, they just got their stuff going on, and oh, they seem like this and they seem like that. You don't really know that person
You really don't.
until you get with them. You don't know what their regimen is. You don't know what what the requirements are to even be able to exist within their life. Because, honey, they got stuff together. They're organized, and they're not going to break their routine for you.
Mm-mm.
Because their routine is what's made them successful. So you basically, it's like double dutch. You gotta try to get in the ropes and keep up with them, So it's easier said than done. Okay. So that's another thing that you have to be careful of. You may see something that looks very attractive, but you need to know what's going on in the background
Facts.
of that person, how they think, what they feel, how they operate, to make sure that you operate the same. And if there is a conflict there, or if they're a little bit above you, you may need to figure out how you can improve yourself so that way you all can be on common ground and have stimulating conversations instead of them feeling like they're teaching you something. You need to be able to teach them something as well. That's one of the things that I love about what Donald and I have. When we have conversations, they are so stimulating sometimes that we look at each other in
Yeah.
awe.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
damn, that was a good conversation. That just came out of nowhere. But life is interesting, and people are too.
Listen, no, it is.
I'll just
man.
say that.
So, so listen, it's just like anything else. If you go buy a car or a house or whatever, and they tell you application denied, what do? You go back and you work on your credit. You work on cleaning up certain things so that your application can get approved.
Exactly.
So you can have relationships that other people have,
Mhm.
but you may have to go clean up some things, right? And
Yeah.
that's okay. I mean, it's okay to, because I know there's an instant gratification thing that we have going on in our society where people think that
Hmm.
they're just entitled to a certain life,
Yeah.
right? They don't want to go clean up certain things so that they can qualify for the life that they think that they deserve, right? But guys, like if you're going to buy anything, the first thing you do is go clean your credit up,
Yeah.
right? I can't. I got denied for this car. Let me go clean my credit up. I got denied for this house. Let me go clean my credit up. I got denied for whatever it is I'm trying to do. Let me go clean up some things and then come back. And that's the same thing with relationships, man. So, don't envy what someone else has. Don't envy what I have. Envy who I am.
Yeah.
If you want to envy something, like, you know what? I want to put in the work to be that man so I can get that woman or a
That's
woman
right.
of that caliber. Envy that. I wouldn't envy anything, but I'm just saying if you're gonna envy something, don't envy the results of what someone else has, put in the work to get. Envy the process.
Hmm.
Envy, like, man, you know what? Let me go through the process of being a better woman, right? So I can get the type of man that I'd like to have.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that requires work. And some of us don't want to do work, right? But like put in the work, man. Put in the work to get what you think that you deserve. And, but to get what you deserve, you have to be deserving. And sometimes we think we deserve things that we're just not deserving of, right? We don't meet the qualifications, thus the term application denied. You're denied. That doesn't mean that you'll be denied forever. Sometimes denied today, it may not be denied, it may be delayed. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You'll get what you want, but you're gonna have to become better. You're gonna
Yes.
have to become better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so. Very much so. And honestly, it's even more so for you. It's not even necessarily
Right, for
to
sure.
get
Come on
that
now.
man or that woman, because once you concentrate on you and
Oh
get
man.
you
It's
where you
over.
need to be, it's just going to come to you, right? There's something called when you're like magnetic, the
Mm.
law of
Law of
attraction,
attraction, yes.
right? Some of you may understand this. Have you ever gone into a room, just into the room, maybe a room of strangers? People don't know you, could be a meeting, a party, or something like that. But you walk into that room and
Mm.
everyone turns around and looks at you because they're like, wow, who's that? You know, it's the law of attraction. So the better you make yourself, the more
Mm.
you work on yourself to get you to be the best you that you can be in all facets of that, the more attraction will people will be attracted to you. So the more will come your way where you're not even looking for it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I can honestly say
We
on
weren't
the
looking for each other,
on the
right?
exactly
Yeah,
on
we
the
weren't
day
looking for
that
each
I
other.
met Donald, and I met Donald 3 days in a
Right.
row.
Yeah.
3 days in a row. And I didn't say anything until the third day. But 3 days in a row. I wasn't looking for him.
Listen.
And he wasn't looking for me. We both was just kind of like, I was like, F men. He was like, F women. I'm just trying to live my life. And that's how we were.
And listen, Michael, even the whole F men, F women, that's mainly because I think we were both in this space where we're trying to do personal development. I think
Yes.
that's why, personal development is so important because, you know, when you develop yourself, everything else on the outside, it starts to change, man, the way you perceive a lot of things. Once you develop yourself,
Yes.
right? Once you become better, once you do the work in making you better, and and when me and you met, me and you both were kind of doing the work. I mean, I was in
Hmm.
therapy. I was really getting to be a better Donald. And sometimes some of these guys that are looking for better women or high value women, they got to go back and do the work of personal development within themselves,
Yeah.
right? You don't qualify for a Michael Doe or any other type of high quality woman because you have not done the work within yourself first. Because once you do that work within yourself, you won't even make statements like, "Oh, I want a woman like yours," because
Exactly.
you'll already know you don't qualify for that. You'll
Hmm.
already know that once you do the work, the woman that you're looking for is going to find you.
Yes.
Right? You won't even be looking for that woman no more. You'll be because personal development allows you to be happy with you. It
Hmm.
allows you to fall in love with you. And once you're in love with you, you're not really that concerned about other another woman validating you
Yeah.
because you validated yourself,
That's right.
right? So, yeah, application denied if you haven't done the work.
Yeah.
You have to do the work within yourself in order to get what you're looking for, out of other people.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's so true. That is so true. Because I'll even say I used to be guilty of. I was looking for a man to love me.
Mm.
And that was like my validity. Oh, he loves me. But we all know men will tell you what you want to hear, just like women. Women will tell
Oh, yeah.
men what they want to hear
Y'all do
too.
it too.
So I'm not don't be getting on here talking
Y'all
about
do
you
it too.
bashing men.
Y'all do it first. I
right?
mean,
But
y'all the worst.
but you know, if they told me they love me, I believed it. And then
Right.
there goes my validity. Oh, I'm whole. But then when they act like they don't love me, then I'm like,
Now you
now I'm
ain't
back
whole no more.
small
Right.
again, right? And that was one of the things that I'm proud to say that Donald taught me. You taught me that there's no way for you to love me the way that I need until I love myself the way that I need. You know what I'm saying? And so once I learned to truly 100%, 110% love myself, I wasn't even worried about him. And if he loved me or not, because I knew I was worthy of his love.
Mm.
So
Facts.
you gonna love me. Okay, like the song
gonna
goes.
love
Thank you, Jennifer Hudson. I know somebody else sang it before her, but still, that's the first name that came in my head. But you gonna love me. And that's period. That's on everything. So I wasn't even worried about that. And that's part of growth, right?
Oh no.
That's
Oh,
part of
yeah.
growth. That's part of
Yeah.
being a power couple. That's part of being a high value man or woman. That's just part of being who you are destined to be. It's greatness. We weren't brought into this world to be mediocre. We were brought into this world to be amazing, to be excellent, we were kings and queens at one point in time, and we still are. So why should we act like we're subpar? No. So if you are looking for a good man or a good woman, then what you need to do is be a good man or a good woman, and that person will come to you. And then your application will not be denied.
I'm like the kids now. Period.
Period.
Jesus. Listen, this is going to conclude the episode of Free Game Don D. Application denied.
Life, family, and
Business.
business.